Captain Mikey coming to you from beautiful North Florida. I know what you guys are thinking. You're all looking at going, dude, what's up with all the flowers? I think Captain Mikey's losing it on us. It's true. I'm feeling a little crazy today. I just wanted to show you guys how beautiful it is out here because it's finally spring. That's right, spring is finally here. The flowers are blooming and I'm ready to go fishing. And man, am I ever ready to go fishing. I haven't been fishing in over 2 weeks. I know, that sounds terrible to all you folks up north that have been stuck waiting for winter to finally thaw. 2 weeks of non-fishing down here, that drives me just as crazy. And I'm feeling absolutely crazy today. Now, I couldn't go fishing for the last 2 weeks because I was on vacation with my wife. We actually went all the way out to Las Vegas. We rented an RV and we traveled all over the West Coast. I went to the Grand Canyon, Mojave Desert, Sequoia National Park, Yosemite National Park, some of the most beautiful places in the country, but I didn't fish at all, and that drove me nuts. But now I'm home, and while I was gone, all this happened. Spring has arrived in North Florida. It is beautiful, it is warm, the flowers are out, and I have a feeling the bass are ready to bite. Woo, so yeah, I got spring fever, baby. I am feeling crazy today. I got my crazy hat on, so let's get a little crazy. While I was out on vacation with the wife, we stopped at a Dick's Sporting Goods because there was a huge sale going on. With all the deals that were there, I can't pass up buying some of these crazy lures that I normally would never buy. I mean, I found some lures that, whoo, they are nuts. I'm feeling crazy. I've been cooped up too long. It's time to get on the water. I found the craziest lures I could find at Dick's Sporting Goods on sale, and we're gonna put them to the test. It's time to get your crazy on. Let's go rip some lips in beautiful North Florida with the craziest lures I can find. Fish on the... Here it goes! Yeah! Woo! Woo! Oh, I got him! I got him! Oh yeah! Oh man! Oh god! Woo! Holy crap! Yeah! Woo! Look at that! This thing works! Are you kidding me? Woo! Yes! Woo! It is gorgeous today. It feels so good to finally be warm again. It's 80 degrees at 9 o'clock in the morning already. That's awesome. That's Florida, baby. The days have gotten longer. The water's warming up. The flowers are blooming. The bass must be getting ready to spawn for sure. To me, that means they're gonna be hungry. And this is probably the only chance that I've got to make some of these lures work. These lures are nuts. I have no idea what to expect today fishing these lures. These lures are crazy, and I gotta be crazy to take on this challenge. This is gonna be a tough challenge. Win, lose, or fail, we're gonna get this done today, because today it's time to let your crazy out. Here we go. The 5 craziest lures I can find at Dick's Sporting Goods. This is a 3-armed spinnerbait. It has 3 single willow blades. They're mostly known for the flash that they give. These 3 little willow blades are painted. That virtually eliminates the flash. So what the heck is the point of it? It's not going to give off a ton of vibration, a little bit of flash because of the bright colors. But Mike, what the heck are you thinking on this one? No flash. I don't know. Well, see, that's a pretty odd lure. This is obviously Mike Iaconelli's version of a chatterbait. It is kind of odd looking. It's a fixed hard plastic bill on there, rather than your traditional chatterbait, which has a metal bill that is loose, so it actually moves, and that's what gives it that vibration chatter. Never seen one of these. I'm not sure how well it's going to work out there, but I am willing to give it a try. Let's talk crazy. Look at the size of this. It's the double plopper. Whopper plopper is a fantastic lure, but this thing is just massive. It's got 2 whopper ploppers on top, and that's not even the hook. The hook is down in here in this gigantic looking kind of like spinnerbait buzzbait body. This is obviously to mimic a buzzbait, but this thing is huge. I think it's gonna scare fish more than catch fish. That is crazy. That is odd. Never tried this before. I would never have bought it if it wasn't for the good sale. I don't know what to expect on that one. That's crazy. Talking about crazy, this is where it gets odd, guys. Bass will eat anything. They are definitely swimming trash cans, but can I get them to eat a rat? Yep, that's a rat, guys. That is a rodent. This is Savage Gear's 3D Rad. I've had hollow belly mice and stuff before. That works very well. The problem I got with this one here, this has a treble hook on the bottom. This is not a weedless lure. So you gotta work this in open water. This is definitely gonna be a challenge. The open water mice fishing. I don't know about that, guys, but there it is. That's what crazy lure number 4. This has gotta be the craziest of all the lures today. Quack, quack, baby. It's a duck. Yep, a duck. It definitely looks like a duck. It's a topwater. It's got these goofy little feet that are gonna spin. I don't know. I think it's gonna make some more noise and commotion out there for sure, if anything takes this. I don't think it's because it's a duck. I just think it's because it's some kind of topwater lure. Looks white, it's got featheries, it's making commotion. But we're gonna try. Those are the 5 crazy lures I got. I got a duck, I got a rat, I got a giant piece of whatever the heck this is, an off-the-wall spinnerbait that I don't think's gonna work, and a version of a chatterbait that I think is faulty. 5 craziest lures I can find at Dick's Sporting Goods, put to the test. Wow. Here we go, guys. A gorgeous day, finally back on the water again. We're definitely taking on a challenge today. But I'm gonna start off this challenge today with the 2 least crazy lures that I found here, both designed by Mike Iaconelli. The Lover Special Vibration Jig, and of course the Lover Spinnerbait. Why are these both called Lovers? Mike Iaconelli, are you some kind of Italian stallion? Mike Iaconelli, the Italian lover. We're gonna try to get these 2 out of the way first. For this challenge itself, I'm gonna give each of these crazy lures 1 hour, or until it catches a fish. If I catch a fish even within the first 5 minutes, it's time to move on to the next one. So I'm not out here all day. I get a chance to try all 5 of these lures out, and hopefully we catch a fish on all 5. So it's an hour or a fish, whatever comes first on each one. We're gonna start off with the Lover Spinnerbait. All right, so we got the Lover Spinnerbait tied on. We're gonna start our timer at 1 hour right now. This is perfect conditions for a spinnerbait, typically. It catches the weeds like crazy though. Oh, that's not good. Unlike your typical spinnerbaits, which are very, pretty darn much weedless, this thing is 100% not. It grabbed onto that grass like nothing, like Velcro. So we gotta keep it out of the grass. Lesson learned. This thing does not come through any sort of grass or weed at all. Grass like this is where I typically excel with spinnerbaits. And I'm putting them in the grass and pulling them through it because they are pretty much weedless. This lure, I gotta kind of try to work the edge, I guess. I think I just had a hit, guys. Fish on the Lover Spinnerbait. We got a bass. He's not bad either. He's a decent guy. Oh yeah, nice fish. Decent fish. All right, he's got some strength to him. Woo, here we go. Look at that spinnerbait in his mouth, baby. Look at that, look at that. Yeah, woo. Woo-hoo! Mike Iaconelli's Lover Spinnerbait Crazy Lure number 1 has caught us a decent fish. Awesome, 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 awesome. Let's move on to the next one now because of that. And let's just double check where our timer is at. 47 minutes left. So that was what, 13 minutes. 13 minutes for the Lover Spinnerbait. Nice. Thank you, my friend. Fish number 1, down. Well, next up is the Lover Special Vibration Jig from Mike Iaconelli and Molluck's Lures here. It is all one-piece hard plastic like a crankbait, but oddly shaped. Definitely got a keeper on the back here to be able to put some kind of trailer or soft plastic. let's toss it out, try it out, see what happens, see what this thing acts like. All special vibration jig gets 1 hour as well, or a first fish, starting right now. Okay, so let's see if this thing will do anything about it. Okay, I can feel it vibrating down there. It does have a bit of an action to it, similar to a chatterbait. Not as much vibration for sure, but I can see a little bit of a wobble going on here. If I go too quick, it comes to the surface very quickly. So I think we just gotta move it a little slow. Oh wow, the fish are hitting the surface out here. This is a good sign, guys. In all fairness, this is about as similar to a chatterbait as you're gonna get. And I very, very, very rarely, if ever, throw a chatterbait without a trailer. Should be putting a trailer on this. What I would do normally anyway. Wow, I just seen a whole school of minnows or something jumping out of the water here. There's a lot of action going on. I think these fish are aggressive, actively feeding. Lots of bait fish in the water. No luck so far with this special vibration jig. I almost always catch something here. Always lots of bait fish in this area. This little point here always seems to hold fish. Yes! We finally got one on this. Woo! Woo! It ain't big, but it's a bass, baby. Woohoo! We got one. We got one on the special vibration jig. Man, that took forever. I'm in a spot that I usually catch a ton of fish in. This is always a fishy spot. Just a little guy, but there it is. We got it on the special vibration jig. Lure number 2 is down. Thank you, little guy. Whoo, that had been cutting that time limit real close. We had 11 minutes left. 11 minutes left, so that took about 49 minutes to get it on the special vibration jig. Look at him busting out here too. Look, oh my God. Not a great lure. It took me a long time to catch something with it in a spot that is loaded with fish right now. Oh, crazy lure number 3. This gigantic double plopper. This thing, I think it's gonna be extremely tough to catch a fish even in these conditions with this thing. Now look at the size of this thing, guys. This is a huge, huge lure. But I do love buzzbaits. This is very similar to a buzzbait. Hopefully it's nice and weedless like that is. I can pitch it up into some of this grass where the fish are sitting stacked up a little bit more. Ooh, get a topwater strike. Nothing better than a topwater strike anyway. But we'll give it an hour like everything else. My prediction before I start, this is gonna be a bust. Double plopper. 1 hour starts right now. Now I've already made a couple casts. It was running really goofy off to one side. So far, I'm not very impressed with this at all. I made some adjustments to it. It does look as if it's running on the surface properly now, I guess. Both ploppers are maneuvering. Look at this, what a mess. These arms just keep bending on their own. There's such a thin wire on these things. This thing is a piece of junk. Gotta constantly adjust it. It's such a cumbersome lure. Casting it into the wind or anything is a bit of a challenge, especially with these big casters here. Getting backlash like crazy because it grabs so much of that wind. Oh yeah, it's like running on its side there. Big piece of garbage. If it wasn't for this sale, guys, there's no way I would have bought this. What a challenge though, right? That's what the whole point of the challenge is. Maybe it can fool me. Who knows? Maybe it'll catch me a giant. I really don't think this is going to work. But I'm gonna give it the hour. Big piece of junk. That's what I'm calling this lure. The double crapper. I should have that camera going. I just had a huge explosion on this. Way back, I've just figured out this thing is fairly weedless coming through. I had a huge explosion on it. right in the back of those lily pads. Oh, I got him. I got him. Holy crap, guys, we got one. Oh, I got some nice fish, too. The double plopper's got a decent fish, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, God. Whew. Holy crap. He came back for it. Oh, Jesus. This is a good one. This is a real good fish. Yeah! Woo! Holy crap, the double crapper, whopper, plopper piece of junk just caught a giant. Look at that! Look at that! This thing works! Are you kidding me? I had no idea. I really thought this was a big pile of junk. It caught a nice bass! Woo! Yes! Whopper, double plopper, whatever piece of junk you are, you worked, baby. You worked well. That is awesome. Awesome. Oh my God, let him go. Man, honestly, we're gonna check our time on that. I just figured out this thing actually was fairly weedless, and I started tossing it back there. As soon as I did, within minutes, 38 minutes left, so 22 minutes it took. That's it, 22 minutes, and we caught our biggest bass of the day by far on the double plopper. Wow. Guys, I can't believe it. I had zero faith in this whatsoever. That had a huge smash, and then I don't know if it was the same fish, I think it was, came back after a second cast and inhaled it. It wanted that bad. This thing actually works. I got 2 more lures that I gotta try. Let's get these other ones out of the way, because I want to come back. I'm gonna have to try this thing again. That was awesome. Yeah, double plopper. I can't believe it, but it worked. All right, guys, getting crazier as we go. Down to 2. The next in the line of craziness, it's the 3D rad, the rat. Here it is. Anybody's afraid of mice or rats, this is pretty darn realistic. That tail feels like a real rat's tail. Single treble hook on the bottom, so I cannot cast this up into the weeds. There's a couple docks around here that I'll probably try to work around those too. It looks very realistic. It's even got some tiny little whiskers on it there. Those little feet are freaky. Look at those little things. Ah! Let's tie this on. Let's see what we can do. We've got our little rat tied on, ready to go. And as everything else, 1 hour starts right now. I put this thing in the water already. It's got a really cool little swim to it. It does dive a little bit. I'm gonna have to be very careful with that treble hook though, to make sure that it doesn't end up caught up in any of the weeds here. Not sure exactly how to work this thing, to be honest. I think I'm just gonna do it nice and slow right along the surface. I guess what a rat would look like trying to swim away. It's a neat looking lure for sure. I do like the way it, the way it swims in the water. It does look very, very realistic, as it should, I guess. Sure looks like a little rat swimming in the water. We'll try around the dock with the rat here. Oh God, I'm on. I got one, guys. Something just took the rat. Oh yeah. No way. No way. Look out. The rat got one. Oh my goodness. Just a little one though. But wow, that took no time whatsoever. Well, little bass eats the rat. Eat the rat, eh? You like the rat? You like the rat? Oh yeah. Check it out. Nice, nice. That literally took no time. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We're down 4. I got 4 of them down. 4 of them down. It says 12 minutes that I've been fishing with this rat. However, a good at least 5 minutes of that. I'm gonna say 7 minutes with the rat, and we got our first fish. That is pretty freaking awesome. Honestly, I've fished this dock a dozen times. I've never caught anything off it either. That's kind of saying something to me. Never caught anything off this dock before. That is awesome. I'm really enjoying this rat. But I do have one more to go. It's the suicide duck, guys. the final of the 5 craziest lures I could find at Dick's. This is the craziest one by far. It's the duck. The Savage Gear 3D Suicide Duck. It's actually a fairly heavy lure. It's pretty easy to work. It floats. You can just kind of work it across the surface. I'm thinking a stop and go action on this is probably going to be the most effective. I think this is going to be the toughest challenge out of all of them. Weird ass lure. 3D Suicide Duck. 1 hour starts now. I'm not sure how a duck traditionally swims. Just keeps kicking its little feet. I guess that would be a steady retrieve. Here, fishy, fishy, come eat a ducky, ducky. I don't know, guys. I just don't see it happening with this one. Nobody loves my duck. Got about 20 minutes left or so on the duck. Nothing yet. Not a blow up. Absolutely no attention. Woo. Ducky duck, you are running out of time, brother. No luck with the duck, man. Nobody loves my little ducky. Nobody loves the duck, including me. I'm sure it has its place, but it certainly doesn't seem to be here today. But I've fished with all 5 of these crazy lures. The first 4 had no problem. We caught fish on every one of them. Man, I'm gonna fail this challenge because of this stupid duck. Uh-oh. What is that? Timer done. Ducky duck, you failed. Oh man. The hour has surpassed and we caught nothing on the duck. With the suicide duck, no luck. F-U-C-K. Yeah, you can say it out loud. I can't. We're gonna have to call it. It is what it is. It's a great big 4 out of 5 when it comes to the craziest lures I could find at Dick's. That sucks. Duck. Well, folks, what a day. What an absolute blast I had out here today. We set out here today to try out some absolutely crazy lures. Some lures that I would have never, ever bought if it wasn't for the sale that Dick's happened to be having. As crazy as they were, they actually worked. Well, most of them anyway. We went 4 out of 5 when it comes to the challenge here. I tried so very hard with that duck. Today definitely was not the day for it. It wasn't for lack of trying, that's for sure, guys. I threw it everywhere. I gave it my best. If that means it's a challenge fail, so be it. I'm not so sure I want to say this was an absolute fail because I took 5 lures and I caught fish on 4 out of the 5. We were so close, guys. So close to completing this challenge. I'm going to leave that up to you. You let me know, guys. Did I fail this challenge? Or would you call that an overall success? I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. In fact, I'm quite shocked with the way it turned out. That double plopper? Are you kidding me? What a hunk of junk. But it worked. In fact, it worked better than anything else. It caught the biggest fish today. I was actually quite impressed. And that was the whole point of this challenge, guys. I walked into Dick's Sporting Goods. They were having a massive sale. I figured, while I'm saving some money, let's try something new. Let's pick out the craziest lures, stuff that I would normally never spend my money on. And let's try it out. And you know what? Most of them actually did. That's what it's all about, guys. Take a chance. Try something new. Don't be afraid to try something new. You may stumble across your next favorite lure. Well, guys, I really hope you did enjoy this, and I hope you learned a little something. If you did, make sure you smash the heck out of that like button, and leave a comment for me on anything else you'd like to see me film out here. I'll do my very best to make a video on each and every one of those. But most importantly, guys, subscribe to that channel. And if you're already subscribed, well, stay subscribed because there's plenty more coming in Sawgrass Bassing's future. One last time, guys, from beautiful North Florida, fishing with the craziest lures I could find and learning a little something. It's Captain Mikey signing out. The future is bright. You keep those lines tight.